This is Dave Ord's World Cup, brought to you by the Jim Click Holmes Tuttle Automotive Team. And this is Dave Ord. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, here talking World Cup with our resident soccer expert. Dave, the World Cup is over. Germany is your champion. Take me through that match. What did you see and what did you like?
Well, there was a few things I didn't like. It didn't have a lot of opportunities for either team. The finals often come down to that. I remember the 1994 final, which was also 0-0. It was really tough for teams to get opportunities. And you kind of want to see, when it's the pinnacle game like that, it'd be a really exciting game. Often like Super Bowls, it doesn't come out that way. But I thought the best team won. Germany deserved to win.
And Germany, I think, may have set the bar a little high, the way they dismantled Brazil in the semifinal. Were you surprised that they did not attack the way they did against Brazil, or was it just a matchup thing?
Well, you have to remember their history. Their history is not to attack, and maybe they knew how difficult that Argentine defense was going to be, and they thought possession and maybe making the Argentines work a lot more would force them later in the game to fall a little bit, and I think that's kind of what happened.
Sure. From a perception standpoint, Dave, was it nice to see the match won not on penalty kicks?
I'm not one of those people who's really hooked on that, but yes, I do like to see it win in regulation, and if not in regulation, extra time. Penalties are about as exciting as it gets, though. So you can't blame them if it goes to penalties, but you want to see the team that's trying the hardest to make a goal to win it, and that's what I think happened with Germany.
Sure. Do you think, Dave, is penalty kicks a fair way to end a World Cup?
They're about the fairest way that you can do them. It used to be they had replays. Replays would happen like 2 or 3 days later, and logistically, that's a horror story. So they really had to come up with a way, and I think it's as best as they can come up with, and it's as exciting as they can come up with. I don't think anything in any sport anywhere comes down to the excitement like that one does.
Sure. This is Dave Ord's World Cup, brought to you by the Jim Click Holmes Tuttle Automotive Team. Ryan Finley here with Dave Ord, talking soccer. Dave, as you look back at the World Cup, let's do a little rapid fire here. Who do you think is the tournament MVP? Did you agree with the Messi choice, or do you think somebody else played better?
I do not agree with the Messi choice. I think he played well, and he had moments where he was very good, but he didn't score in the elimination rounds. He had some really great goals early on. He's a very talented player, and he had a good game, but the people around him didn't do that. The person I would pick is James Rodriguez from Colombia. He had great goals. He led his team. They got eliminated early on in the elimination rounds, but I really liked him the best. And from the German standpoint, I definitely would have gone with Schweinsteiger. He seems to be involved in everything. Everybody gets kind of upset when he's falling over all the time, but he really is involved in everything.
And his last name translates to what, pig climber or something like that? That's what I kind of like about him. Dave, what's sort of the big takeaway moment from this tournament for you?
Whoa, that's a tough one, because part of it is that you'll remember all the great goals. There seemed to be a lot of goals in this tournament, a lot of great goals after a couple of tournaments where there really wasn't any. So that was really memorable. I think also the fact that one guy bit another guy is going to be hard to ever forget.
Absolutely. Dave, we were talking about off air. You said that you're not really going through soccer withdrawal yet because there's still so much soccer out there to watch and soccer that's being broadcast. For people who are just kind of falling in love with the sport after the World Cup, what should they watch and what should they pay attention to now that the tournament's over?
Oh, that's a great question, because it used to be when I'd watch these tournaments, there would be like a withdrawal of a month and a half to 2 months before I'd even see another match on television. But right now, a lot of the teams get right back into it. Mexico does. The U.S. MLS is playing. We have our own FC Tucson here that's really gaining a lot of credibility and a lot of popularity. And then there's the U of A women that'll be starting in August. And then there's Pima College. So there's so many things to get out and do or sit there and watch.
Absolutely. And FC Tucson plays in the first round of the PDL playoffs, starting here Saturday in Las Vegas. Obviously, you can read all about it in the Arizona Daily Star. Don't forget to follow all World Cup, U of A sports, and just general sports information. Visit our new website, Tucson.com. For Dave Ord, I'm Ryan Finley. This is Dave Ord's World Cup, brought to you by the Jim Click Holmes Tuttle Automotive Team. We'll see you in what, 4 years?
Absolutely.
All right,
Russia.
4 years. 4 years in Russia.
Folks, your Jim Click and Holmes Tuttle dealership are now making it easier than ever to view our inventory, schedule service, or apply for financing with the Jim Click and Holmes Tuttle app. It's free and it's convenient. Download it right now. Available in the Apple App Store or for Android and Google Play.